What's going on, guys? August 24th, checking in here with a quick video and getting down to business. So first of all, nothing new from Q over the past few days. I'm sure they're just letting a lot of things going on right now blow over before they hop back on the scene with posts again. But a few things to talk about in regards to Q. First of all, my Comedy Central piece came out a few days ago, and quite honestly, I literally just watched it. I just watched it and filmed a reaction piece. It may or may not be out before this video, but it'll be out soon. And you'll see my thoughts on it. Interesting piece. Although other news on Q, Esquire.com, check this article out. My boyfriend reads QAnon theories. I still love him, but I'm worried. So this is how desperate they are, guys, is that they are going for the relationships now. They're trying to emotionally tug on people. Don't let your loved one read it. Don't let Bob, don't let Jeff read those Q conspiracy theories. It might make him crazy, guys. Ridiculous. Ha! Ridiculous. And also in the mainstream media, Rolling Stone here doing an article on Bill Cooper, which is very interesting. So what they did here is post an excerpt from a new book called Pale Horse Rider by Mark Jacobson, which is basically on William Cooper, Bill Cooper, and Rolling Stone published a book excerpt here in this article a couple of days ago, calling it The Granddaddy of American Conspiracy Theorists. And in reading this article, it's actually talking about a lot of information about Bill Cooper in a very legitimate way, discussing how Bill Cooper was way before his time in talking about, for instance, the CIA drug trafficking, false flags, 9/11, all these things. So I'm really wondering what the agenda is behind this article, because it wasn't as discrediting or as roasting, as I thought it would be coming from the Rolling Stone. So intriguing. That's all I have to say, intriguing. I'll link some of these articles, this one included, down below here. You can check them out. And then also on the topic of QAnon, the Daily Beast. So this article by Mr. Will Summer here. If you watch my videos, hi Will, hi there. I know you do. He says QAnon leaders crack down on mentions of Cohen after he turned on Trump. And Will Summer is basically the Daily Beast, like, go-to guy that they use whenever they need to just throw some nonsensical bullshit out there about some, quote, conspiracy they're trying to discredit. But anyway, Will Summer's basically been activated here to talk about Q and QAnon leaders crack down on mentions of Cohen. First of all, what QAnon leaders? There's no leader of the QAnon movement. It's ridiculous. Second of all, he's trying to act like the Reddit accounts are the QAnon leaders. Right here, in response, QAnon leaders on Reddit responded by cracking down on any mention of Cohen's guilty plea. I don't go on Reddit. I personally believe Reddit to probably be infiltrated or compromised in some way. And to say it's QAnon leaders, like, you can just see the twisting of the narrative they do. And I actually have seen nobody crack down on mentions of Cohen. I'm not cracking down on mentions of Cohen. I think it's honestly a non-issue. That's why I'm not really worrying about it or talking about it all that much. I just frankly don't care. My perspective is so big picture that a lot of these day-to-day, small-time political happenings, I don't really care about, because I see things long-term, I see things big picture, and I'm much more interested in the deeper understandings of what's going on here. Like I said, the politics stuff just really doesn't matter to me all that much. I mean, it's important, don't get me wrong, it's very important to move through the exposing of the political happenings and political corruption, but to me, personally, I'll report on it when I find it interesting or big time, but not all the time. And let's talk about a little bit of politics stuff, though, just to hopefully throw some words of wisdom, some perspective out there for you. Trump escalates feud against Jeff Sessions with new sarcastic tweets. So all across the board the past few days, a lot of people are saying that Jeff Sessions is a shitty AG. Say that 5 times fast. Jeff Sessions is a shitty AG. Jeff Sessions is bad and needs to be fired. That's what a lot of people are saying. But I personally think those people are just getting caught up with the charades, okay? Let me explain. If Jeff Sessions were actually doing a bad job and Trump wanted him gone, he would be gone, right? he wouldn't have even been thought of for the job in the first place. You see, Jeff Sessions' job, and he's doing it actually beautifully when you really understand what his job is. Jeff Sessions' job is to basically be installed as the Attorney General. Jeff Sessions then appointed Huber, remember, back in November 2013, Huber to investigate all these political corruption, all these happenings and whatnot. And then Jeff Sessions' job was just to take a back seat and let the kabuki theater play out, let the drama play, right? Trump and Sessions are getting the limelight on them right now and creating that tension for multiple reasons. One is to distract everybody away from Huber and those investigations, because those need to be done in the background, away from the limelight. Better that way. So Trump and Sessions are, fake feud to distract from that. But not only that, when this tension is created with this theater, with this drama, a lot of people are going to start saying, heck yeah, Sessions, get her done, arrest these people. That's exactly what we want, right? So we have to create that tension, even if it's done in a fake way. A lot of people aren't realizing that it's fake. Great, it's working. That's the point. So when this tension is created between Trump and Sessions, a lot of people are going to call on Sessions to do his job. And now that this play, this drama, this theater is getting very dramatic, that shows us that we're very near that happening. We're very near Sessions being activated. And I think he is going to be activated and do exactly what he's in there to do and supposed to do very shortly, probably before the midterms, within the next, 2 to 3 months. Some of these indictments will be unsealed, and then boom, Sessions gets to work. So don't worry about any of this feud. It's just setting everything up for what's coming down the pipeline, folks. And we have more examples of big things coming down the pipeline, not only with all this stuff in regards to, Q discrediting and what's going on with Trump and his feuds right now, but also let's take a look at some bad actors that are stepping away from the scene or getting arrested. So John McCain to discontinue treatment for brain cancer, their family is saying. Now, of course, a lot of people are going to go, oh, poor John McCain, poor war hero, he served this country for so long, oh my gosh, respects to him. No, I don't respect the individual at all. John McCain, what's he really done, right? And let's just ask the basic question, does he even have brain cancer? That needs to be asked right here. He might not even have it. Brain cancer could be a convenient cover so everybody feels bad for him, and also a cover so he can step out of the limelight when stuff gets heated, right? As what's going on right now. I believe this was mentioned by Q a few months ago that No Name McCain would use his health as cover to escape the political scene. So that right here, you could almost call that a Q-proof. And that's exactly what's going on right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if John McCain, quote, dies in the public domain to actually escape, unabated, or try to at least. So that wouldn't surprise me if that happens within the next couple weeks, that they kill him off so he can escape under the radar. And then another, but of course he won't escape under the radar, right? Q's got it. White Hat's got it. Another bad actor, this one I just saw right before filming here. Tom Frieden, the ex-CDC head, and he was a New York City health commissioner apparently as well, arrested after sex abuse, after groping allegations. So this is big time, guys. I was surprised when I saw this one for a couple of reasons. Ex-CDC head, this guy was the head of the CDC for 8 years under Obama, so that's a very big name. But also, I don't want to say surprised, let's just say excited. This got me excited because he was a big pharma guy. And this is big pharma, again, being taken down step by step. So many industries we need taken down. Big pharma, the financial system, the banks, the aerospace contractors especially. I talk about those a lot. Of course, the mass media, those corporations, just every control structure, every piece, there's corruption there. Very good news that the big pharma is having the limelight shown on them. And then very last thing I want to discuss with you guys here, NASA. Always got to throw a little space in there, if you know me. So the NASA chief wants to send humans to the moon, quote, to stay. And not only do we have the NASA chief talking about sending humans to the moon, but I believe Mike Pence was tweeting some things about NASA yesterday, saying something to the effect of NASA's going to start sending rockets up, those rockets are going to be shot right here in America, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, if you follow my work long enough, you already know what I'm going to say here. NASA, never a straight answer. You know, okay, NASA chief wants to send humans to the moon to stay. My response to that is, well, what about all the installations already on the moon? What have the black projects, the unacknowledged projects already done on the moon? What's on the backside of the moon, in fact, right? Have humans already been there? I would say they already have, for decades. You know, these are the things we need disclosed. Not only that, but Mike Pence talking about NASA using rocket fuel to send astronauts into space. Like, why are we still dealing with rocket fuel? That's archaic bullshit, still dealing with Bernoulli's principle, right? We can move beyond that, far beyond that. We already have the means for electromagnetic propulsion, mass cancellation propulsion, zero-point energy physics, torsion physics, right? So I'll stop here before I get onto my soapbox about all that. I'm sure you've heard me rant about those topics before. Just what I'm saying here is that we need full disclosure of everything. Political corruption, which Q is helping to bring to the forefront, things like human trafficking and pedosatanism in the elite circles. But we need the truth exposed and so much more than that from the pharmaceutical industry. You know, what's really going on with our health, how they really screwed our health. And man, those secret space programs, we need those technologies in those. We need the truth about what's gone on secretly and illegally in these aerospace contractors out to the public, because these technologies are the way that we're going to not only save this planet, but be able to get off this planet as well. Without the need of rocket fuel, but just simply using electricity and the hidden science that they don't want out there in the public. But anyway, it's great to see all of your beautiful smiling faces again, guys. Now that I'm home, I'll be able to get back onto the video grind. And not only that, but I've got a new website coming out, my app's coming out soon, working on a podcast, starting to work on another documentary with my first one, Above Majestic, coming out soon, that I have a co-production credit on. It's badass. So lots of things moving and shaking, guys. Very excited to bring it all your way. That's it for this one. I'll check in very soon. Done.